Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend for you to get a little bit more educated before you start using real money. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor, and you're not paying us to take risk for you. So please, whatever you do in this market, it is at your own risk. We are just an education here. And we will cover today the last half an hour. The market was between short and long, and it was a lot of confusion in the market between short and long. And finally now, at 10 o'clock, the market start going one direction, and it is long direction, and we will try to analyze what's going on and how to hit our targets for today. The Nasdaq was going really crazy this morning, and you can see the charts that were really jumping. This is not healthy when you are scalping, which a lot of people make the same mistake when they are scalping. When you are scalping on a fast market, you're gonna lose a lot of money because the slippage will be very, very high. So we need to be careful with that. Also, the DAX was confused. I normally use 4 minutes. I've been using 4 minutes on the DAX for a long time. And the DAX today has been also for the DAX lover. Today has been a great day in the European session on the DAX. And then right now the morning session was break even, hit the target on the morning session, and now this is the US session, and it is doing very fine. We will monitor this market a little bit, and the market is very fast. You have to be very careful, and we will try to see what's going on and try to the YM close position as well. It is an automatic when the market is about to go down, as you see from that trade. The auto trade is spotted, and it took a big chunk of that trade, and then when the market is about to reverse, the auto trade immediately close position. Very smart. So you can use a trailing stop or a stop loss, whatever you want, and or you can have the auto trade make it the decision for you. For the ES direction, right now is 10 o'clock. We have a problem ahead with the ES. We have those level, the 38.90, we're gonna have a problem. At the moment, we have the 35.85. This is a problem on the ES. When we are looking at the instruments here, there is a great chance to break that level, the resistance line. But I have very doubt we are able to break the 38.90. So if you are auto trading long, or you're taking a manual trade long, you gotta be careful. There is a limitation how far at this moment the ES can go high. So we will monitor once we see if the ES able to break the 38.85. On the Nasdaq, there is an institutional target hit on the institutional number and a profit is taken on the target 2, those are institutional numbers. And that's why you see the Nasdaq is on target 2. The target 2 is an institutional. This is only available on the Zone Plus for members only. It's not for the normal people to have an access to. And now the profit taken on the target 2. So where is the re-entry on the Nasdaq to go long? It's right there at 1770. This is where the re-entry, and the second re-entry is 1769.2. This is where the re-entry on the Nasdaq. If you want to follow those, you have to be on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade, and we're not your financial advisor. As we see, the ES, there is a little pullback at the moment on the ES, but there is no short at this moment, and you should not allow your ES to take any short trade at the moment. It's too early for a short trade, and there is just a pullback re-entry on the ES. This is it. There is not much going on. The confusion when this market was open, it was 1 second long, 1 second short. That confused every single trader if he is not fast enough to observe what's going on. So when you're trying to auto trade, there is many options you can try to auto trade. Let's say 9 o'clock, an earlier time, or I do not really strongly advise the 9:30. Doesn't matter which auto trade you are trading. Because at 9:30 you have a very fast data when the market is open, and you're gonna bump into slippage. Nobody talk about slippage. And as we see here from the 1 minute chart, you can see how this market was going up and down, got stuck in that channel here, and there is no direction in the market. So the things is, if we want to look at this chart as an example in ES, the ones earlier, which we have, the ones earlier started the auto trade, they catch a trend. But there is two options we can do here to avoid this volatility in the market. You can start the auto trade around 8:30, 9 o'clock, but avoid that 9:30. Or you can start your auto trade around 9:45 all the way up to 10 o'clock. You can start the auto trade. Sometimes you're gonna miss some trend around 9:30, but the 9:30 sometimes it can be very fast when you are auto trading, and the auto trade responding with the market very fast. Then you bump into slippage. Slippage is very expensive. On a fast market, the slippage, you're gonna have a couple of 3 ticks in, a couple of 3 ticks out. That can get very nasty, and it can be very expensive. So if you prefer to be a little bit more secure or more safety in your auto trade, it doesn't matter which auto trade. It doesn't matter which auto trade you are using, as long as you start, let's say, at 10 o'clock. Maybe you're gonna miss some trades, and thank you, Ben. And 10 o'clock, when the market starts slowing down, or 9:45 when the market starts slowing down, when you activate your auto trade, you are a little bit more, I don't want to say safety, this is a wrong word for it, but maybe it's more conservative, or maybe if you wanted to start around 9 o'clock, it's fine, you know, with the auto trade. I don't like the 9:30 to start your auto trade. It doesn't matter where this auto trade coming from, because as an example today, when the auto trades were taking those fast trades, you know, 2-3 ticks on the way in, 2-3 ticks on the way out with the slippage, this is your profit is gone, you know, especially for the, because in the our package there is also many different type of scalping you can scalp. So if you are scalping, average on the scalp is 10 ticks. If you are getting a slippage, couple of 3 ticks on the way in, couple of 3 ticks on the way out, plus commission, and that if it is a winning trade. So let's say if it was a losing trade, then you have a 3 ticks, couple of 3 ticks on the way in, couple of 3 ticks on the way out, plus commission, plus losing trade. That is very expensive. So depends how you want to play the game here in the market, how safe you want to be, and if you are considering safety or not, you know. So this is totally up to the trader. At this moment, there is not much going on. I don't want to encourage anyone to start taking anything at the moment. There is a little confusion in the market, and we are not able to break the 38.85. And maybe now the auto trade trying to break that area here. If we are not able to break this time the 35.85, the ES is gonna jam on this level here, maybe for the next half an hour. That is a bad news for any kind of auto trade, because auto trades require trending, and as we see here, the ES is trying to climb to the 38.85, trying to break that level, and if it's not, then we are in a long sideway. So it is very important to see that ES breaking the 38.85. Very important if you are auto trading. So as you see here, buyers start jumping, trying to break this level, and you can see how the connection between the level and when the buyers start getting stronger, trying to break those areas here, they're all connected. And if the buyers now fail to penetrate that number, we can be sideways, going back and forth in this area here between 3.879 and 3.885. We're gonna be jammed for half an hour if those buyers not able to break that area here. So it's a matter of seconds, a decision can be made. If we look at the instruments, the pressure, it tells you is about to break, which is already fast. All right, there we go. Of course, the YM is following this ES on the breakout. Beautiful. Oh man, the DAX has already hit 10,000. If we notice on the chart, the blue chart, the ES fired a sell signal. So when your auto trade is going long, and when you see the ES firing a short signal, you can cover some of your trades, or maybe unload some of your trades, or close some of your lots in there. And this is a very good warning. When the system give you sell warning, maybe you need to consider taking some of them off the table. And if you see the sell order here, when you see this and you are auto trading, you don't need a price action man knowledge. When you see sell order and you have an open position on the ES, close it. You know, you have a button on there, you can close it. What is the ES re-entry? If we want to re-enter the market again, on the ES re-entry is 3876.50. 3876.50. This is the re-entry long on the ES. The DAX has already crossed the 12,000, 13,000. All my CLs are finished. Target hit for today. We'll bring them down later and we see the CL, but my CL, all of them done, hit targets. All my CL hit. This is the CL trades. $1,700. This is another CL trade. 2570. This is another CL trade. All of them, they're closed. They're finished. This is the CL 150 ticks, 3,250. This is the CL6 range for the range lover. And it is amazing, the 6 range. I always like the CL on 6 range. 200 ticks is already hit. The 200 ticks, 24/7. Even on the 4 range, the CL is finished. They all hit target on the CL. That's why I cannot bring you down any CL. My CL also on the 4 range hit target. There is not much on the CL to do. The DAX 18,000. Jesus. Okay. Welcome to trading. So I cannot bring you CL. They're all close position. Lately the CL has been really, I cannot say just the CL, also the Nasdaq. We've seen some numbers on Nasdaq. We have not seen it in years. But the Nasdaq lately has been fast. And decision has to be made very fast as well. You cannot trade anymore the Nasdaq on a smaller time frame like it used to be. a few years ago, maybe not that long, 10 years ago. I remember I used to trade the Nasdaq on full range. Now if you want to put the full range on the Nasdaq, it's crazy. So things has changed a lot, you know. I remember it was perfect time frame, the Nasdaq on full range. Now the full range is impossible to trade on the Nasdaq. Let me look how fast it is. Look. Before we used to make decisions on the full rank, and look at this. It's crazy. You cannot trade it anymore on full range. It's extremely fast. The DAX 24,000. Jesus. Yeah, look how fast is it. Wow. I mean, this is a crazy trading on the Nasdaq full range. This is a really, it's too fast. Oh, oh my God. Jesus. Look. I mean, if you have the blood for it, go for it. But for me, I don't have the blood for it. Also used to be on 100 tick, on a 100 tick. I mean, the 100 tick still a little bit better, but look at this. This is crazy. So please, our traders, do not use Nasdaq on a full range. You're gonna get hammered with it. And what worked 10 years ago does not mean it's gonna work today. The DAX is 29,000. We have Toby in California. He's a German. He's a DAX trader. Probably today he's going to be very excited at night if he's going out on a date. Well, we still have a problem on a double resistance with the ES. I'm not sure we're able. You see where we said the re-entry? It was the re-entry. This is a heavy resistance. Let's see if the ES able to break the 38.92. It's gonna be a little bit hard to break the 38.92. But we will monitor all the instruments showing there is a strong momentum, and there is a little bit the buyers over the seller, but this is a very thick wall to break. So for a guy is considering taking a long, you gotta wait a little bit, because also the institutional number It is right above those double resistance. What does that mean? When the institutional number at 38.94 hit profit taking, the market is gonna go back. Then when the market is going back and you are in a long position, you're gonna get whacked with your account. So you gotta be careful if you want to take a long trade in this area, or if you want to have your auto trade taking a trade in this area. They're both are a bad news, because there is a certain area on the chart you cannot just say, well, I'll let the auto trade take a trade for me. Because if your auto trade taking a trade for you here, profit taken with a double resistance, it is bad news for you. You're gonna lose $300-400 on that trade. $200 every day, that's a $50,000 a year. For a normal average account, $5,000, you don't consider one losing trade a day as much. If you do the calculation, it is $50,000 a year, and you have $5,000 account. You do the calculation and you can see how expensive it is by brushing off what the market is telling you and not being aware. When you are taking a trade, you are in danger. And that it is very costly for you if you are on an average account $5,000. $5,000 account, that can give you 10 mistakes for 10 days, and then your account can be wiped up. It's not as simple as you think. You cannot close your eye when you're trading. You cannot. If you are busy, you don't have time to look at the chart, stay away, because there is no magic in here. So as we see the ES coming to the target 1, profit will be taken on target 1. If those buyers want to hit it to target 2, surprise us, that will be very rare. But target 1 is right there, and a profit taken will be taken right there, and the market is going to pull back a little bit. There is no mistakes in here. The DAX is 24,000. You can see where the ES is stopped. You can see where is the ES is stopped. And you have a button here on the auto trade to close position, a panic button. And now we know, if you notice, the market is stopped at target 1. Look what happened. The market stopped. They might push it further 1 bar. I don't know. But look where the market stopped. The momentum is strong. Maybe they're gonna drag it to target 2 immediately. I don't know. It's 10:27. Usually around 11 o'clock they hit target 2. But maybe today, you know, they're always full of surprises. The market always surprises you. But right now it's 10:27. Normally those targets hit around 11 o'clock. Now it's 10:27. And if they want to hit it to target 2, maybe they want to surprise us, that will be fine. But now we are playing with fire here. Wait. It's only 10:28. Normally those numbers around 11 o'clock. Plus minus 5 minutes. We can see where the ES is stopped, you see? And this is a nerve breakdown for a guy taking a long trade manually, or his auto trade taking a trade. And his auto trade just taking a trade in the wrong places. And now he start getting nervous. Sometimes he's gonna get lucky and he's gonna close winning trade. But this is not consistency, because how often this market gonna go above target 1 to start with? It's gonna sink back. I mean, you know, and very rare you're gonna see continue from target 1 to target 2 in one shot. Very rare. So why taking the chances? Let's say if you are taking 2 trades and you are already in a position, take one out in this level and keep 1 or 2 as a runner. Or if you are using a micro account, take 1 out. I'm already, to our traders, I'm already now this one here, all those charts is from the new auto trade we released a couple of 3 weeks ago. I'm already on a new project with the new auto trade, and what it does is going to adopt the chart for people with the macro accounts. And I don't want to share this in the public, but we're gonna be having a meeting for our members on Monday, and I will maybe, if the programmer finished with this, I've been talking about this for many months, and finally we put it to work. So I don't want to share this with the public. We're already pissing off a lot of competitors, so let them stay pissed. I love it. So we are doing something with the micro account where the auto trade can start taking at the level, 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, 1 there, the highs and the lows, and cash in all in ones. So it's gonna be something, and it will be we have done a lot of updates for the full package to our members. Of course, they all get it free once they pay their fees. And but this new auto trade is gonna be especially for our members. Have the Zone Plus. We're gonna add it on the Zone Plus package. Also, they need to get something free. It's not going to be on the main package. No, it's going to be so now the Zone Plus will have 2 auto trades, and I want that one on a Zone Plus because it works in conjunction with the fibs. And for the ones, our members, they have the Zone Plus, we need to give them a free auto trade. So we are working on this, and we will be, I don't know, maybe I will have the first look on Monday or the Monday after. And it's not a just micro account, no, it is, you can use, let's say you want to put 2-3 contracts, mini ES, you can do that. So steady auto trade taking 3 or 4 contracts, like what you are looking here at this new auto trade. 4 contracts. It's not gonna take 4 contracts in the same time. What it does is go in to find keys in the chart and start getting filled one at a time. You know, on the key levels, maybe it's going to be 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. On the pullback re-entry, another one, and then cash them all when they come into a certain level. I'm not gonna go ahead and talk about it like an idiot in the public, but so this is how it is. So sometimes your trade is gonna be 2 contracts, 3 contracts, 4 contracts. They still under one mini contract. So and then what it does, the auto trade will cash them all. So now if we give you the warning 10 minutes ago, we sitting here and bubbling, and if we notice from the target one, what we said is a profit taking, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. So would they drag it to target 2? Look at the clock, don't look at the chart. It's 10:34. I don't know. Let's see if this market is gonna stay above those level, because target 1 is a profit taking, finished. No discussion about that. We've been doing this for many years out here on the YouTube. 9 out of 10, they did not fail. Sometimes they do, like anything else in the market. But target 1 has been taken. And if there is buyers now going to jump, and the resistance become a really confirmed as a solid support, then we're gonna hit the target 2, and then you kiss this market goodbye. Look what happened to the ES. So there is no surprise in the ES dropping, and the ES, if it's going to drop, is gonna be as a re-entry point at 3885. Simple. There is no surprise in there. So it all depends on this ES is gonna hold on this double support area, or if he's gonna go one level down to the 3885. If we look at this momentum here, you can see, I always say I want to make it, because now I'm on a different office. The different office here, the monitors are extremely big and they have a high resolution, so I need to redo those. And if you notice the 1 minute start getting in red, is it a weak sign or not? So we are predicting before anybody else when there is weakness in the market. It is very important to understand when the weakness begin or the trend exhaustion start occurred on the chart, so we can go ahead and cash in and leave it alone. So right now the things is, if this ES able to hold above those lines, for the Nasdaq trader, when you are auto trading Nasdaq, if this ES able to stay above this support area, double support area, if we notice on the Nasdaq here, is sitting on a standby, has nothing to do with your auto trade, because some unprofessional traders, amateur trading, they think auto trade is a dishwasher machine that just turn it on and then it starts spit out money for them, and they don't understand what's going on. And if you are auto trading, the Nasdaq has nothing to do with your auto trade. Doesn't matter which auto trade you are using, because if this ES able to start climbing to the second target, the Nasdaq will be able to break those double resistance. However, if this ES not able to climb or maintain above this double support area, this Nasdaq is sinking to the 12054. Has nothing to do with your auto trade. Only those amateur people thinks their auto trade has to figure out all this. There is no auto trade is gonna figure out the technical, all the technical areas. The auto trade can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4 equation for you, but he cannot comprehend everything in the market, the auto trade. So visually, we have to look at the 1 minute chart to see where we are. If you are too busy to keep your eye on the 1 minute chart, I don't know. If you are too busy because you have work and you don't have time to look at your computer, and you don't have time? I don't know, try to explain to me, how come you don't have time to make money? How come you don't have a time to look at your money? How come you don't have time to protect your money? So or somebody I had one time calling, he said he wants an auto trade if he got corona and lay down in bed for 2 weeks, and so he can secure himself with an auto trade and turn it on and then go to sleep for 2 weeks. I said, well, try to live with the corona and stay away from the trade, because if you get recovered from the corona, probably you don't have any more money in your account. You don't turn on an auto trade and get sick for 2 weeks. How about if you got overfilled? What does that mean, overfilled? Any auto trade on NinjaTrader or any other platform, sometimes your broker couldn't get you filled, or probably your broker couldn't close your position. You have to do it manually. If you cannot do that, then what happened, the auto trade, the closing position will be open position and the open position will be closed position. Another thing, if you have at your broker position, and which it happened to be, the electricity did go off, or could be the internet did go off, and you have a trade at your broker and you are auto trading, what you gonna do if you are sleeping for 2 weeks, or if you are honeymooning for 2 weeks somewhere on a cruise? I mean, how are you gonna, or if your computer somehow, Microsoft restart your computer and you have an open position, or if you had a break-in and somebody just decide to pick up your computer and go home with it, and you have an open position at your broker, what you gonna do? So if you are too busy to look at your 1 minute chart, protect yourself and stay away from this business. There is no reason. You're too scared, then stay away from it. It's not for you. Too scared to pull the trigger, it's not for you. This is a place where if you don't have an iron nerve, you should not be trading at all. And the secret about it, to be relaxed with the trading, don't overmerge yourself like what they are doing with Bitcoin. You have $10,000, trade one contract. It's okay until you become stable. But don't go around and wave with your couple $1,000 and you want to go DAX, CL, NASDAQ, Dow Jones because you have a couple $1,000 and you want to kick butts in the market and you don't know what you don't. If you have a couple $1,000, take a couple micro account to learn. If you have $5,000, take one contract, ES. Maybe if you are good, take another CL with it. Don't take ES and NASDAQ with it. If you want to auto trade, don't auto trade if you don't know what you're doing, ES and NASDAQ. Because as we see here, they are connected. So when there is a sideways market and you are auto trading and you are limited with your knowledge, ES and NASDAQ, then you're gonna have a double losses maybe. But if you take, let's say, ES and CL, if the CL did go south, the ES maybe gonna make money, or vice versa. So try to stay away from the family of ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. If you are limited with your money, try to go ES, CL, ES, 30-year Treasury bond, ES, maybe, I don't know, go NASDAQ with something else, I don't know, 6E, euro dollar, I don't know, but don't try, if you are not knowledgeable, understand what's going on in the market, don't auto trade NASDAQ and ES together if you don't know what you're doing. Try to be a little bit on the outboard from the ES family. So as we see here right now, for the last 10 minutes, the ES sitting in here doing nothing. And the profit taken on target 1, and there is the market sitting on idle. But you know, it's not over yet, because we told you the target 2 usually around 11 o'clock, and now it is 10:45. So we still have 15 minutes to count on, and then and that will surprise you. That's how it is. They surprise you, and all of a sudden this market start moving and you don't know where you are. So it's 10:45. The target 2 is 3909 at 0.25. Normally it's this 11 o'clock. Finished. Plus minus 5 minutes. Simple as that. Has nothing to do with your junk called ATR. We still have people on the Bitcoin using MACDs. MACDs is good. I'm not saying it's not. MACDs is good. MACDs follow the market. It's not predicting anything. ATR, what is an ATR? It's a dumb moving average, 20 years old, out of the equation practically. So it's amazing when you have a Bitcoin right now on a $22,000 per one Bitcoin. It used to be 75,000, and that kid want to make a living off of it by using a MACD and just a simple moving average. The simple moving average, it can be considered where you are, but they keep trying to use pattern, like what we have said. The Nasdaq on a 4 range is no longer able to auto trade Nasdaq on a 4 range. 10 years ago, the Nasdaq on a 4 range was an idea to auto trade, and we still people digging some file on Bitcoin, what happened a few years ago, and try to reoccur that what happened a few years ago, and they keep failing, you know, and sometimes you say what this guy is doing. Everybody was using pattern on the Bitcoin, expecting the Bitcoin go 100,000 at the end of the year. They all fell. The only time you can make decision in the market day by day. I don't know tomorrow where is the Bitcoin. I don't know if it's going to be 10,000 or 100,000 tomorrow. I don't know. What I know, when I open the Bitcoin, here's a Bitcoin. I can tell you today where is the Bitcoin going, and I can tell you if there is a profit can be taken. And if you notice, the Bitcoin is at 1048, is climbing to target 1 and target 2, target 3 for this afternoon. And if there's any buyers on the Bitcoin for today, it will stop at 23,000. Simple. Tomorrow, I don't know if this Bitcoin gonna eat tomato or potatoes. I don't know. But I know today, profit will be taken in those areas, and today limitation on the Bitcoin, it can go as high as 23,000, and it is finished. So, and then the momentum is strong, the buyers over the seller. I can make a decision about it now. Tomorrow, I don't know, it's a different story. So, what time is it? It's 10:49. The ES started climbing little at the time to the target 2. Once we hit target 2, the party is over for the morning session, and the future ES market is done. 10:49, target 2 has to be around 11 o'clock. Profit taken, done for today. This this guy is selling you an auto trade. Probably he don't even know such a numbers are aware, because he's not a trader, he's a car salesman. $10.49. $10.50. Profit taken on target 2. What happened when we hit that target 2? Going back to target 1, back and forth for the next 30 minutes. Once we accomplish the target 2, the market going back to target 1, back to target 2, target 1. That it is the most confusion. This is where most of the traders, amateur trading, start losing money when we hit the target 2. Why? They keep auto trading. They don't take a profit. They are not aware what's going on. And what happened in this market is gonna go from target 1 to target 2. Every time the auto trade taking long, it's gonna go back to target 1. The auto trade, their auto trade, especially the smart ones using an ATR auto trade, once the below the moving average, the ATR is gonna take a short trade. Guess what? When they hit target 1, what happened to the market is gonna go back to target 2. What happened to this poor guy? He lose his pants off. And then he thinks, this is the problem. He thinks his optimization is wrong. So he go back and start to re-optimize his auto trade so can be function without using his brain. Guess what? The week after, he's gonna fall into the same trap. He's gonna lose more money. The week after, he's gonna lose more money. He's gonna buy a new auto trade. He's gonna lose more money because he refused to look what's going on in the market. You should be manager in the market. You should not be a worker trader in the market. So you let the auto trade do the work for you, and you have to manage your money by directing the money, which direction has to go, and when to stop your money, protecting your money from taking the trades in the market. You have to be a manager. But we cannot sit down and going on a cruise and let the auto trade do all the hard work. Most likely when you come back from the cruise, you're broke. And that's reality. All the decks are done for today. All of them closed position. Except that one here, the 4 minutes. Look what happened. The market is beautiful. The market right now is 10.53, climbing to target 2, profit taken. The same time, the system is firing for you reversals. What does that mean? Trend exhaustion. What does trend exhaustion means? Get your money out of the table and get out. It's finished. What time is it? 10:53. Where is this market coming? Target 2, profit taking. The chart telling you reverse, 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 sell, take a profit. What else we can do to let this trader understand what's going on in the market? All what he has to do, read it. We don't want him to create anything. Read it. Read it what it says. What it's telling you. The momentum is strong. The buyers way over the sellers. A little pullback. It's 10:54. By 11 o'clock, 11:05, target 2 will hit, profit taken. All the auto trades after that, they become irrelevant. all the way to 12 o'clock. Once you hit, especially our member, once you see the market hit target 2, go for lunch. Don't get a suntan from your computers. Go for lunch. Leave it. Because what it does right now is it's going to go back and forth. And it is the most confusion for those amateur traders. There we go. 10:55. Nasdaq, the same story. Start telling you those reversal are not repaint reversal. Those reversal are genuine reversal. On the Nasdaq is telling you start cashing in. It's 10:55. Start cashing in. You don't need to be genius, price action man. What you need to do, just read. Read what the chart is telling you. And make a decision on your auto trade when you are auto trading Nasdaq, YM, whatever the chart is telling you, read it and act on it. You read it, you act on it. You want to take a profit, take a profit. You want to stay, stay. It is your decision, not your auto trade. From now to 12 o'clock, this market is going to drive every trader crazy between target 1 and target 2, whether we like it or we don't. This is where our limitation in this market is going to go to target 1, going back to target 2, profit taken, going back up again, and this is where you start losing money if you are not aware of the game. You can see how those bars, look, reversal, strong momentum, very confusion for a guy don't know what he's doing, very confusion time. It's 10:57. It's 10:57. It's getting the strings back somehow to climb to target 2. There we go. Welcome to trading. It can be a piece of cake or a piece of cucumber. Depends on the market. There you go. Start getting strings. What time is it? 10:58. You see how they sneak up on us? You can see how they confuse us. Right on clock, 10:59. Look. What we provide our members, when you have an educated person, he's gonna see rubbish. You give this stuff to professional trader, what he see gold mine. There's a very fine, when you give a guy, he can see a glass or a piece of diamond. It depends on who you are talking to. And somehow on our normal life, always the ignorance wins conversation. But when you sit down in front of an educated man, there is a communication observing what's going on. But when you are sitting in front of you, a guy is uneducated and trying to argue with you, he always wins. Because you cannot put anything in his brain. And with the trading, if he cannot see it, what we are explaining here, it is irrelevant to auto trades. And if he don't understand it, he should not be trading. What time is it? 11 o'clock. What happened? The market climbing to the target 2. Look what happened. The buyers are coming again, trying to drag it to the 3909. So tell me, this guy using an ATR, do you think he has a chance come in with his ATR in 2022? It was made 20 years ago. Do you think he have a chance to survive in this market? There we go. What time? 11:01. Where's target 2? Right there, on time. If you don't get this one here, he needs to close his computer or go buy yourself an ATR for 5,000. Okay, the train is in the station on time. Target 2 hit. There is nothing left. To our traders, cash in. We're done. Let those amateur traders lose their brain off in this market. We are done for today. And all those rest of those guys, probably they don't even have a guy supporting them from the other side. Anyway, right the train on time. Target 2 hit. 11:02. The train is in the station. Profit taken. Welcome to trading. And if this not impresses you, I don't know what impresses you. Folks, that's all what we have. We are done for today. To our traders, cash in everything. We're done. You can go on the afternoon run. If you are still interested, everything has hit target. Then the DAX is 25,000, Russell 5,000, ES 4,700, YM 5,000. Look what happened to the ES. Look what happened to the ES. Profit taken. If this guy cannot comprehend that, don't waste your money. Go to Las Vegas, cash in your money and go to Las Vegas. At least you have a pretty nice woman will serve you drink. Why you need to listen to my ugly voice anyway? Take your money, go to Las Vegas. You either come back rich or you come back poor. But if you don't comprehend that, you should not be trading. Folks, that's all what we have for you today. We are done. There is nothing left in this market. For the next half an hour, this market gonna go from target 1 to target 1. From target 1 to target 2. To all our members, you're gonna stay on auto trade and you're gonna lose money, guaranteed. Stop auto trading. To our members, go get yourself a life or go get yourself a hamburger. Folks, that's all what we have for you today. God bless you all, and I wish you a pleasant day. Bye for now.